Hey everybody, and welcome to our Week 9 Big Brother Canada 3 recap. Sorry we're a little late, but we are worth the wait. Our last recap show of the season. Finale is next week. I am here, as always, with my partner in crime, John Richardson, to recap the week of Big Brother, crazy double eviction. But before we get into that, if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel and thumbs up this video, that would be fantastic. And if you could just share us with social media, that is awesome. And while you're watching, people, tweet us your questions, hashtag #YRLive, leave them in the YouTube channel or leave them on our website in the chat room below. Your questions, your comments, become part of the show with us, our last Big Brother Canada show. And you can find me on Twitter at dgoodyear1975. And say hi, John.
Hey guys, I don't know if you can see my big tear. It's our last hangout of Big Brother Canada Season 3 with Dana. But I'm excited because I'm going to hang out with Dana next week in person, covering everything. The live finale show, pictures with the cast, and of course, interviews. What? Interviews. Our minds are going to explode. I know.
Mind-blowing.
Of course, you can follow me at Comedy Jonah everywhere. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm Comedy Jonah everywhere. What a week. I'm still recovering from the last week's triple eviction.
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago. Like, we're like...
I'm still, yeah.
It's bam, bam, bam with Big Brother Canada. They're just like, screw getting comfortable. We're just going to throw you to the wolves.
I know, and I'm so bummed it didn't work out with Rissa as far as kind of wrapping up our coverage on a hangout.
I know, but hopefully maybe we can figure something out postseason.
We'll see. We'll see her next week.
Yeah, we'll see her next week. And
I just want a picture next to the boobs. I just need a picture right here.
Oh, John.
I know. I know.
What are we gonna do with you? The boobs.
I don't know.
The boobs.
Oh, man. Rissa's boobs. I think, isn't there a Twitter account that has Rissa's?
Yes, Rissa's tits have their own Twitter account.
I would never say tits. I think boobs is much classier than
the boobies. The girls. Rissa's girls, it should be called. But yeah, it's got its, and she follows it too. She loves it. Like, she's like, you know, she's all for it. She's like, whatever, yeah, I got tits. Let's go.
Any press is good. Good or bad.
Anything is good. So let's just jump into this HOH competition. That is what the hell happened to Big Brother Canada? We are now
minutes of hell.
Total fear factor mode here.
Total fear factor. I love that show. I totally thought of Fear Factor.
You know what I miss though? We haven't seen these competitions lately. Are the ones where they made you eat. I remember they always used to have like that one competition where they made you eat really bad stuff. Like even BBUS isn't doing it anymore. Like, I wish they'd bring that one back.
On Fear Factor, right? When they had
no, but even on Big Brother, they always used to have that one like.
Did they in the U.S.? Because this is
I guess it would be a have-not competition like that they would have where you'd have to eat something funky. Like it was always like their early seasons.
I would like the thing because they do that on Survivor, right? Where they can give money and do votes. I think they should trade privileges for different things to eat, kind of like the Survivor.
Oh my God! Speaking of Survivor, have you heard who's going to be on Survivor 32?
No.
Beast Mode Cowboy, Caleb.
Oh my gosh! Breaking news! Breaking
news here, people. I'm just gonna. Yeah, Caleb. That will be. I have no words. He's gonna be just shredded down by the end of that because that
got voted off. Like one of the tweens is voted. One of the first ones voted off.
Yeah, but he didn't win. I can see why. I guess the Twinnies didn't win either. But I don't know. Like the big guys always seem to have like a really hard time on Survivor. Like with their because he's a big muscle guy. Losing their muscle mass. Like I remember Tony, even a year later, was saying he still hadn't recovered his body. I kind of fear for Caleb's.
I want to see Frankie, Grande, and Zach on Survivor, and I want to see them eat each other.
This thing that's going on. Why is?
Can you mute your phone? I mean, that's one of the first things Eric always says.
And the thing is, you always give me shit when you're like, I don't respond to you.
Come on, Dana, you've done this before. I would love to see Frankie Grande. I mean, he's got a new special on Oxygen that Princess Glammy broke the news to me with something about wrong tweets or bad tweets or something like that.
Really?
Who cares? I want to see that little blonde Persian ass get skinnier. Like, just like, it's, you know, one of my legs will be.
Yeah, he would be invisible by the.
Yeah.
Translucent by the end of that show, I think. Like, you would just see like through his skin.
Be like an X-Men. Are you an X-Men? Oh no,
Yeah.
Frankie Grande or translucent.
Like he would have like no skin. Like he'd have his skin, but it would just be like see-through, and you would just see like bones and.
I'm invisible except from my pink.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. Oh my God, could you imagine that hair? Like I just imagine without makeup.
Oh.
I
You're like, who is this old woman? Where's Frankie Grande?
Yeah, what happened to who's this 8-year-old chick on the show? I don't know.
The stand-in. Yeah.
Back to the HOH competition, where I saw some of this play out. Saw it play out at the studio. Like you could tell from their reactions that shit was going down. But I did see the clown, which was creepy.
It was.
And then we kind of saw the reactions, like people laughing, and we're like, "What?" We didn't know what it was. And then we saw people crying, and then we're like, "Oh my God!"
We did. I thought the reactions to Greg, the Ginger Ninja's voice, was the most hysterical.
Love it, Greg. If you're watching, oh my God, that brought me life. I'm like, Ginger Ninja's back in the house. Loved it.
No, the fact that, you know, one of the house guests, one of them only, was the first thing that they were tortured with, I thought was hilarious.
It's amazing. And it's like, I never thought I would hear myself say, I want Ginger Ninja back in the house. And here I am, week 9. I wanted Greg back in the house. Like, he's that player you don't appreciate till he's gone. And it's like, had he just lasted,
totally.
I loved him.
Absolutely. I thought the clown was scary, but okay. I thought that was a good thing with the family voices, because like it threw Sarah off with sitting there counting, and then
but not by much.
The loved
not
ones.
by much. We find
not
out.
by much, but it threw that off. I thought that was a good touch.
Then the water. The
water is a little freaky for me because I just don't like water, except to drink it, or I like it, you know, on the rocks with my gin. But the worms.
The worms
in your clothes.
If I hadn't pieced out at the cold water, the minute a worm touched me, I'd be like, see ya.
Just in my clothes, like in, you know.
Well, Godfrey was picking it out of his hair days later.
Right.
Like, they were finding the maggots on the bathroom floor like last week. I'm like, oh, I can't. Like, no. And I'm like, oh, just like I would still be feeling that right now. Like, honest to God, like for years to come, I'd be like, is there mealworm on me?
Well, just having like even like hair, like even being a guy having the hair, just the like, no, I can't do it.
So how long would you have lasted, John?
Greg's voice, I would have laughed. The clown, I've gotten used to scary clowns before. I would have been teary-eyed over the voices. The water, I would have shook, but I think the worms, I would have done a peely. I think I would have done a peely and peeled.
She lasted good. She went through the first bout of worms.
Yeah.
And then the minute they threw the second bout out, she's like, oh, screw it. Yeah. Like, can't do it anymore.
I would be okay with the first batch, but I would have done a peely and peeled right out of there.
Oh, freaking sure I would have. But Sarah wins HOH. She finally pulls out her first win of the season. This is her first win? Did she already win the POV? Yeah, she already won a POV, but her first HOH of the season.
Right, correct.
You know, she's winning when she needs to now. And, like, the Diaper Alliance is, like, shitting in their diapers because now Sarah's never going to nominate Brittany. It's just a matter of...
Of course not. So what I thought was interesting, because Sarah's kind of been getting a little crap with the whole Willow thing, and she's in a relationship, and she's kind of doing a Christine, which I don't think she is because I love Christine and Tim. But we get to see Scott, right?
Yeah.
The picture in the HOH, and she's...
He's a cutie. I've seen him in person.
Yeah, you have seen him in person. And he looks like a cutie. He's like a little... kind of a ginger bear, right?
Blondie.
Blondish.
Yeah, Blondie. He's cutie. He's super cute. He's super cute. He's
so
Sarah's done good.
I love You think they're good because you had real world experience with that, and I remember on one of our shows.
Well, he was back again. He was back again the last show I went to, where that was.
So he came back. He came back.
He did come back, and he was happy. I don't know if it's because Willow's out of the house or if he's just kind of realize. Like, I don't know. He seemed okay, and I mean he's super cute. So I'm like, and I don't know. We can't judge. Let's let them work it out.
Yeah,
they'll figure it out. For better for. And I mean, like you can tell by her reactions to the letters and to him talking. Like,
oh gosh, absolutely.
They'll be okay. I have faith.
Totally be okay.
Maybe they'll just bring Willow in and have like this nice like sister wives thing going on.
Well, I don't know. After her reaction in the jury house this week,
I don't know.
She's a little unstable.
Well, yeah, we can talk about. Well, yeah, I have a lot to say about that. I just have a lot to say about that. So,
so pizza. First of all, I keep thinking it's Little Caesars. We have a Little Caesars here in the United States, and the slogan is pizza. So you have it there too. Okay, and then Pizza is also, I guess, a pizza chain in Canada. And
we'll have to take you there when you're here. We'll have to hit up. I'll have to take you to the Brick and to Pizza, and I'm
going to the Brick.
I'm gonna have to do your laundry and OxyClean while you're here.
Oh, good.
We're gonna have to like do some show
I'll
me
just
on
fly you
TV.
here and do it, and just be in the comfort of my own home.
I'll buy when you get off the plane. I'll be there with a bottle of OxyClean for you to take home.
So I like the pizza challenge because they got to eat pizza, of course.
I think they put that in there just so Brittany could eat. Like, honest to God, like the poor girl just needed food
for so long. So they got to memorize the kind of the toppings. And what I think is so funny is Zach could not pronounce jalapenos. He pronounced them jalapenos.
Jalapenos, yeah.
Jalapenos.
Beside the Mexican. Sitting beside the Mexican, he's like jalapenos, and she's like.
Besides Peely, yeah. Is that how Canadians pronounce jalapenos?
No, it's jalapenos.
Or does the J have an H sound in Canada?
It's jalapenos.
Okay,
Zach
good.
is just retarded.
Good. I'm just learning the ways before I go to your country. See, I'm even ready. I've got my money ready. See?
Oh, do you have it really? Oh,
my money. Yeah.
Isn't it pretty?
So pretty.
What do you have there? I can't see it. Is that the 10 or the 5?
A 5.
20. So that's blue. Do you have any 20s? They're green.
I don't.
The 50s are red.
Who is on here?
The 5 is an astronaut. Neil Armstrong.
He's an old astronaut. He looks like a pilgrim.
Oh no, you have an old. That is Borden, I think. I think that's Robert Borden. On the back of it, is that the plasticky one?
There's hockey guys on the back.
Oh, you have an old Bill. That one sucks.
And
you don't have our plastic. You don't have our plasticky ones.
No, I'm never in Canada. No, I don't.
Where did you get that from?
The last time I was in Canada, it's been a while. I'm right next to Vancouver, lady. I'm in Seattle.
Oh my gosh, we have plastic money now.
Plastic?
And we don't have pennies, John. We don't have pennies anymore.
I love that. That I'm jealous.
No more pennies. So like if your order is like $3.93 and you're paying cash, you're gonna pay $3.95 if you're.
And the math is the same too in Canada.
So you have to round up, like the 3s and the 4s round up, the 2s and the 1s round down, the 6s and the 7s round down, and the 8s and the 9s round up.
I'm gonna have to download the app.
Just pay debit. Just pay debit.
Absolutely.
Leave your cash at home.
So Ashley and Godfrey win the pizza.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, they get to see their first they get poor Ashley. Pizza isn't a thing in Alberta where she's from.
They don't have pizza there?
No, they have pizza, but they don't have the chain pizza there. So she's got this $500 gift card that she can
just sell it.
Just ask her for it when you're here. Just like we need to eat.
I will. I want the truffles and I want her gift card. Neo's truffle.
Yeah. So yeah, they get $500 pizza gift card, and they get to see their family, and Ashley gets to see her mom.
That was sweet. That was very sweet.
And then what got me, because I cry at everything.
I wonder, you know what I was wondering, and I know, just before you start crying again, I was wondering, because we do the eviction interviews and stuff with, and we coordinate with the PR firm that handles Big Brother Canada. I wonder if they are under the same kind of restrictions we are as far as questions, right? Because
I
a lot of our
assume.
questions
No
are pretty,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, no game.
Like I was just waiting to hear what Mom was going to say, but it
I
was a very
know.
sweet moment. Yeah.
Yeah, it
He's so proud
was.
of you, and
Yeah, just a boost to pick me up, and you can do it. Final stretch, 2 weeks. Let's
yeah.
go. Balls to the wall. Let's go. And
And
yeah, and then
Godfrey, we saw Godfrey and his sister.
I know, and he
Did you
just
cry there?
I freaking I bawl like a baby at everything, John.
Oh, I know.
You're just gonna be like, Jesus Christ, just stop fucking crying. That's what you're gonna be like the whole time.
So we learned that Godfrey's sister's having another baby.
Yes, I'm so excited for her.
I
She's such a sweetheart on Twitter too. She's so sweet on Twitter.
Oh, I bet she looked really sweet.
Yeah, and he like, it's so nice to see that side of Godfrey, because like all you get to see, and I mean I love this side of Godfrey that we've been seeing all season, but you get to see like the softer Godfrey, like the family man kind of guy, and it's nice to see that side of him. Like, so I was happy, and I was crying, and they made fun of me. I'm
bring you a tissue box.
Premenopausal. I cry at everything.
I'll bring you a tissue box from America.
You do, yeah.
From the Americas.
Tissues.
Yeah, we'll see if it's the same.
Exactly. So then we like, do you agree with them seeing like family members? Is that like too much?
We never do in the U.S. I cannot believe how much you Canadians get to see your family, even when they're voted off and they're walking off stage, they're hugging their parents, and then walking off. But you don't get to do that in the U.S.
And I mean, all of them, even with this pizza challenge, all of them did get a letter from home.
Yes.
So, like, is it too much? Like, I mean, that's kind of negating the 2 months away. Like, I don't care, like, outside, like, once you're voted out of the house,
right.
Like, Bruno hugging his wife. I mean, he's going into jury. He's got, like, no game left to play inside that house. Like, that hug doesn't bother me so much. But...
Well, I that's a really good question, because I did actually think about that, and I think it is good to have that much family, because you guys have so many more games that you're playing, so many more tasks, so many more the vault and this and that and the secret power, and U.S. doesn't do that. We're kind of the lazy big brother, white trash cousin. We sit around, we smoke in our backyard, and is there a challenge? Oh. Let me finish the cigarette. You know, you guys are playing games, and I think that I think when you're so involved in that, it's good to get that reassurance. So I'm loving this season of Big Brother Canada. I really am enjoying it. Yeah.
Like, I know season 1 they did a really cool thing with one of the guys, Andrew. He has a twin brother, and he had to stay still. Like, every time Big Brother said freeze, they had to freeze, and he had to stand still. And one of the times they froze him, they brought his twin brother in, and his twin brother was like, "Hey, Andrew," like up in his face and like hugging him. He's like, "Don't hug me back," because if Andrew moved at all, it was like instant eviction or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, like it was really like, and he's like showing him like a picture on his phone of his nieces and nephews, and like, and Andrew couldn't talk, Andrew couldn't move, like tears are pouring down his face, and like is like they do a lot of that. So I don't know, it's a lot of letters from home. Like, they get a lot of that, like, which is weird, but whatever, it is what it is.
But I think it keeps them going. I think it's a really good way they do it.
And I mean, our seasons are shorter than yours too, so
yeah. You guys pack in a lot. It's a lot.
We do.
Every week is just jam-packed full of just stuff and emotions, and you really break down your people.
We take their beds.
Really break them down.
Here, night 1, you're all dressed up. Go sleep on the floor and eat some slaw. Forget the champagne.
Exactly. Ours is like a lazy Sunday barbecue compared to what you
lay it all out for you.
So like the prison of Big Brother.
We are. If you think that's prison, wait till you go to the finale and you're allowed to eat or pee for 6 hours.
Awesome. I'll just wear a diaper.
So we get into the nominations, and it's no surprise Sarah nominates Zach and Ashley. Of course, like, if she didn't do that, she would just be stupid.
Totally stupid. Break the last romance up, right?
It is. It's just a matter of who stays on that block, like who, like who wins veto, and like if they stay up there or if one of them comes down.
Right.
So then we go into episode 2 of the week, and Zach has a plan.
And I liked his plan.
If he wasn't working with 2 of the worst liars in Big Brother history.
Now, I knew Peely, I love her. She's like a little bird with soft bones, right? It's real sweet and you want to hold it and caress it. But she's a dildo. She's a dildo. And I love I love Zach. I thought he did a really good job. But I could even see in his face.
Yeah, he's like, who am I working with? So Zach's plan was he was going to get each of the girls to go to Sarah and be like, Final 4 girls all the way. Let's get at Zach. Let's get at Godfrey. Let's just, us bitches fight it out, Final 4.
Yeah.
And Peely's the first one to go in, and I'm just like, oh my God.
Sitting in the bed with Sarah, right?
So we're going to go and we're going to vote out Godfrey. No, Zach. Yeah, no, Godfrey. No, Zach. No, God. Like,
okay,
oh my God.
So you're Peely and I'm Sarah, and you're pitching this to me.
So we definitely need to get out Godfrey. No, Zach.
She's not even looking me in the eyes.
Zach. Yeah. And Sarah's just like,
yeah. She's not even looking at me in the eyes.
Totally down.
Around, yeah.
Totally down. Like it was a hot mess. A hot mess. And Sarah's just like, yeah, I'm not buying this for a second. Not buying this for a second.
Yeah. Total bad liar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was comical to watch. And I do love Peely as a human being. Like, I think she's probably like the sweetest thing on the planet.
If Sunshine had a name, it would be Peely.
Yeah.
I get it. A bird with soft bones. Absolutely sweet. You want to kiss it, but you can't smother it because it'll break. I love that Sarah said she couldn't sell water to a fish.
Yeah. Sarah's had some great DRs. Like, it's fantastic. Yeah. It was bad. It was bad. And like in talking to her on yesterday, I was like, what was like the thing that surprised you the most about yourself? And she's like, that I can't lie. She's like, I knew it would be hard, but I can't lie.
How did she get cast? She can't lie. She can't deceive. She can't do challenges.
I don't know.
But
yeah, let's go into this challenge, this veto, this show me the veto, where they have to watch.
Show me. I love the show me. Yes.
Yeah, watch the clips, and then pieces of the puzzle are gonna like appear in these clips of things, and then they have to go recreate the puzzle on like this big giant like tablet board. And I mean, everyone gets like that except for Peely. Everyone gets that she does. She gets that bottom line pretty fast, like with the 5 different little pieces. And then when they get to like the big Sons of Anarchy picture, that's when like all hell breaks loose. And
the motorcycle things on each end, right? That was
and like
confused me too a little bit.
And here's the thing. In the diary room, first Zach refers to the guy's hair as Flo, and I'm like, a little weird coming from a white boy from Regina to be calling
I'm
hair.
sorry, he's from where? Regina?
Regina.
He's from where?
Regina.
There's a city in Canada called Regina?
Regina, yes. Not the V word. With an R.
Regina,
Saskatchewan. Prairie. He's a prairie boy. It's like your Ohio, okay?
My mama's my cousin and my sister. So Regina.
So I found that weird. And then Brittany refers to the hair as Flo. And I'm like, something is telling me that these diary rooms are just a little scripted.
So I'm sorry. I'm still trying to process Regina. Whose hair are we talking about?
They're talking about the guy's hair in the picture. They're like, I appreciate a guy with good flow. And like both of them
from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, so both of them refer to his hair as Flo, and I'm just like, this just
like flowy.
I can maybe see Brittany referring to it as Flo. Like, you know, she's kind of like a city girl from like lives in New York. But I don't see.
Maybe it's Regina slang.
I don't think it. I think it's scripted diary rooms, to be honest with you.
Scripted Regina slang. I can't stop saying Regina now.
Oh my lord, what have I done?
Oh my god.
So they all have problems with that. I've lost John.
Oh, okay. Oh, get it together, girl. Okay.
I've lost you both together.
No, okay, let's go to the other. So the show's with Louis, which I love. Have you seen Louis?
No, I haven't.
It's really good. He's a good comedian. Blacklist is really popular in Canada. Super popular here. Transparency.
Just tweeted us.
Who did- Oh my god. Tweet me where Regina is in Canada, Vince. I want to see a map. I want to see the
It's right stop in the middle of it.
Right between the
It's the belly button of our country.
So I'm trying to say two tits in French. Toi.
Toi is three.
Three tits. Oh my god, I'm the Peely of the show. Awesome. So, the thing that I liked about the different shows that were on Show Me, sorry, I'm wiping my face. There's a lot of diversity. You have Transparent with Modern Family. Louis, who is kind of an edgy comedian.
I've never seen any of these shows.
You've never seen Modern Family?
Oh, I've seen a few episodes, but it's not something I watch on it.
Really?
No, I don't know. I don't get it.
You gotta get off those live feeds, girl.
I don't know. I don't get the humor. I know Eric loves the show, and he cries at the end of every episode.
Oh, you and Eric are the big criers of the group.
No, but I don't know. No,
it's good. There's just because the gays are represented. A lot of people mix relationships. I think the diversity in all those shows, having that in Big Brother Canada, I thought was well done. Well done, Big Brother.
Yes.
So
Peely quits. Let's just get there. Peely quits again.
First it announces it. I don't want to quit. I'm not a quitter.
It's not
I quit Big Brother.
It's a Mexican accent. Oh.
Of course. Ay, Dios mío. She quits.
She quits again. And I'm like, your buddies are on the block. And you're quitting. And she did this last time. Kevin was the HOH.
Swinging, got sick, right?
Yeah.
Swinging.
And I can kind of, if you're sick, you're sick. I get it. Kind of.
I don't.
But this was just, you just gave up. And I'm like, your buddies, like your best girl.
Your alliance, your diaper alliance.
Yeah, your shit is on the block here, and you can't cover it up. Like
I loved in the kitchen too when she was talking to Godfrey, going, "I got your back." It's like, oh, what do you got? What are you bringing?
Oh, I know. Just watching Godfrey screw with her was like, it just made my life. He's like, oh yeah,
awesome.
But yeah, so
she quits again,
and Ashley wins. Ashley is now pulling it out. She's got one HOH under her belt. Now she's got a veto. Is she going to use it on herself or is she going to use it on Zach? If she pulls a Marcellus and leaves herself on the block, she deserves to go home, hands down.
Absolutely.
No questions asked.
Do we think seeing Mom gave her that kind of more inspiration and inner strength?
Maybe it did. Maybe it is, because that girl is on fire now. So
she's on fire.
So she wins. She takes herself down. I mean, and now Sarah's got the choice of, do I put up Godfrey or do I put up Brittany? And she puts up. No, Brittany, Peely, or Godfrey. So obviously Britt's not going anywhere. Peely goes up because you got to get rid of the diapers.
I call her Zach's thing 2. Ashley Zach's thing 1.
Yes.
Like from Cat in the Hat, thing 1 and thing 2.
Exactly. You got to get one of those. I mean, if Ashley was a perfect one to go up there because you didn't have to worry about the vote or whatever. And Peely's more malleable and you can get to her. But Peely is up on the block now. Ashley is down, and then we go into and then Ashley goes in to talk to Sarah about the final 4, and she's like hiding behind a door, like not even looking at her, and Sarah's just like, what the hell are you doing? Like, just go. Like, and Colin's like, and she's like, yeah, okay. Then she leaves like liar, like she knows it's all lies.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, like so, and then we get into episode 3 where Godfrey is playing with Pilar's mind. He's like, yeah, you got my vote. You got my vote. If like, I would tell you if I wasn't gonna vote you out. He's like, but things could change. Like he gets her all like, oh yeah, okay, good, I got your vote. And then he's like, but things could change. And Sarah's up there listening to this conversation, and she's like, what the hell is Godfrey doing? Like, killing her. So he's like inadvertently really playing with two people because he doesn't know Sarah's up there. So now he's like, he's the best. Like his game. I'm gonna kind of compare it to like Andy's game, where we didn't really get to see a lot of what was going on until like the later half of the season. Like, like everyone thought like Andy just kind of played dead and like kind of rolled along, but we never got to see like the behind the scenes workings that Andy was doing all season until the end. So that's kind of what Godfrey's doing right now. And you got to give the man credit. Like he hasn't had an alliance. Like he has not had a solid alliance. He's kind of made like little deals here and there with like a Bruno and all of that, just like week to week kind of safety business. But he's a lone wolf, and every week, even though he's like this big muscular guy, he has painted the fact that he's pretty useless very well.
Oh yeah, no, he's the psychology thing. I think he has it down. I think he's really playing it very smart, being a swing vote a lot of the time, not really having this alliance and just kind of bouncing back and forth, but then calling people out too. And he doesn't seem to. It seems to work in his favor. I have to give it to him. I wasn't too sure, but after this week, I'm so much more sure. And speaking of that, so he had a secret mission, right?
Yes. Oh my God. Oh, before we have a tweet from @RealityRecaps here, and says, "Oh my God, do I need Canadian money for when I'm in Canada?" Yes, Canadian money. I mean, you can use American here.
Have you been out of the U.S.? Have you been off of Long Island? Yes, you do.
I mean, it is possible to use your American dollars. Like, I mean, we do take it. Like, I know at work I do take it.
Yeah.
But I mean.
But you but you give back Canadian money, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And that's why you're so good at math, because you have to do the exchange.
No, we don't. No, we don't actually. We don't at work, because our money is actually so close now that we're like, we don't bother. I mean, a lot of places will, but and we actually do have a little button on the till that says U.S. money that just kind of does it for us.
Well, there you go. So yes, reality.
We work at McDonald's. We're not math majors, okay? We need a computer.
Okay.
So that and AJ's watching again. Hi, AJ, the artist.
Hey, AJ.
I do need to get back to him. He did ask me a question in DM. I will get back to you today, AJ. Just remind me, please.
And if you ask me a question, I'll get back to you as well.
It's a surprise. Now, shush.
Ooh.
So yeah, okay. So now let's go walk on to the banana hammocks, because this made my life. Godfrey's ass in that thing.
Did we talk about the secret mission yet?
I'm just talking about the clothes. I am just talking about the clothes. Forget what the mission was. Let's just talk about the clothes that they were wearing for the secret mission. The neon green.
The secret mission he had to do was kind of distract everyone, and then he won a reward for the house, right?
He had to play up paranoia.
Right.
Basically, they had to do that rap.
For each person.
Yeah, they had to do that rap.
Right.
Dressed in very little clothing.
That's right. Okay. I'm trying to read my notes.
This is where I'm getting distracted, because I'm just picturing Godfrey's ass in that outfit, and it gives me life.
It gave me a cavity. I had to go to the dentist.
That chocolate ass, I could.
Oh my God! That sweet lotioned chocolate ass was delicious. And unfortunately, I think Zach's a good-looking guy too, but compared to Godfrey, his ass looked a little old manish, kind of saggy.
And it kept eating his thong. I'm like, why is your ass? Is your ass hungry?
I would have eaten the thong too.
What's happening with your ass eating the thong?
I would have eaten it as well. So yeah, but it was
like Big Brother would play it like they were like playing like Bruno. They think it's Bruno. To me, it sounded like Arlie from season 2. So I would love to really know actually if that was Bruno or if it was Arlie. Like they were playing a voice saying, "You guys look sick," and everyone thought it was Bruno. And then they were giving like just random cards in the like vault and in the backyard, and they were all like, "Oh my God, Bruno's coming back!" Or we like, they were all like convinced that something about Bruno's. At one point, like you saw on the feeds, they actually like put a picture of Bruno's kids in the house.
Oh yeah,
to throw them off, and yeah, so
that's what I mean by all the games. Like you guys play a lot
yeah,
of games.
so like, but Godfrey's mission was to play up the paranoia, which I mean, that's Godfrey's thing.
So they win reward because Godfrey, the Godfather, succeeded. What do they get? Pizza?
No, they got booze. This was a dance party. It was all booze
that's
all
right.
the time. Yeah.
Booze and pizza. I was like, well, there's a lot of pizza.
No,
they
were
all
like.
Then, what'd you think of their raps? How good were they?
The rap? It was. Oh my God. I mean, Brittany was good.
Yeah. Zach wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of white folk in that house. They.
Oh, Dana.
I hate white people, remember?
Oh my gosh. I should have
to bring that back from week one. I hate white people.
I should have had my glass of milk with me.
Oh my God, yeah. So it was, yeah. I was really enjoying the outfit. That's all. No. I can't get past the outfit. So then we go to POV, and of course Ashley pulls herself down and Peely goes up, and now Zach starts campaigning for real, and he spent a lot of time working on Ashley, which I didn't quite understand because she's in his back pocket, and he kind of like, he's a have-not this week with Brittany because they had the too long, like they were the farthest away from the 100 minutes at the HOH challenge.
Yeah.
So he's in the have-not room with Brittany, and he's working on her, but I think that's kind of a waste of time too because Brittany is so entrenched with Sarah. I think he missed his golden opportunity to save himself by trying to flip Godfrey. Like, I think that was who he should have focused his efforts on.
Oh, absolutely. First of all, Sarah, I don't know if she was too honest saying that Zach was her target. You know, we don't do this very much in the U.S. and we saw Zach Rance do it last season where he was calling people out, you know, during the veto or whatever. But you guys do it a lot. And is it just for what? Just to...
No, this is the first season where it's like, you're going on the block. You're the pawn. You're going home.
Yeah.
Like, it's just... No ifs, ands, or buts. We're not going to play here. Like, I want you to stay. I want you to go.
Yeah.
And, I mean, and it's worked every vote except for the Jordan vote. It's worked every single vote. So...
I kind of think Zach was kind of spending more time with Ashley. Godfrey's smart. He's going to vote out the other guy because as far as physical challenges, you know what I mean? So I thought maybe he was just kind of, you know, just spending more time with Ashley. That's what I thought.
Yeah, but I mean, Ashley is... His intentions towards Ashley, I mean, like, we've had, like, the two major showmances where we have, like, Kevin and Peely, and we have Zach and Ashley. And when you look at the both of them, like, I see more of a connection with the Kevin Peely than the Zach and Ashley. Because I know Zach is all game. Like, that's all, like, game first, everything else second. So I think, while he does enjoy Ashley's company and what she can give him, I think that this is not something that will continue necessarily long-term outside the house, whereas Kevin and Peely, I think that has more of a, like, more staying power and an actual, like, relationship coming out of it. So, like, I don't get it. Like, I don't think he was doing it because he's like, oh my God, this is a lot, like, the last time I'm going to see her kind of thing like that. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just...
So then the votes go down. Were you shocked?
I was. A 3-0 vote to evict Zach. I mean, these people are freaking hardcore. Like, there are no sympathy votes for nobody. Like, not since the Neha vote have we had, I'm just going to throw you a sympathy vote. And I'm thinking, if it came back 2-1, I don't think Sarah would have been too shocked that Ashley voted to keep Zach.
Of course not.
Like, I don't think you're exposing your game at this point.
Do you think she did that to be like, hey, you can work with me?
Maybe, but then she doesn't know Sarah very well. Like, I don't, like,
but she kind of had to prove herself, like, because she's been so tied to Zach. Of course, that's her showmance. Peely, just a soft bird with soft bones. But maybe Ashley. maybe.
Oh, Peely's family, if you were watching, I really do love her, okay?
It's all in fun. Everybody settle down. But I think maybe Ashley said, you know what, I'm going to prove to you that I can work with you. I know you want Zach out, and I'm going to vote your way. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that was it, but like I just think if I was HOH and Sarah voted Zach, it wouldn't have made any difference to me. Like I would have expected her to vote for Zach. Like I would have expected Zach to vote for Bruno to stay last week. Like I don't think someone voting to keep someone that just saved their ass the week before is exposing any kind of alliance. Like I think that alliance got exposed the minute Bruno put the veto around Zach's neck.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Like, I mean, so I felt bad. I mean, like the poor guy, like your woman just voted you right out of the house and doesn't even care.
So Zach leaves, and then they find out there's another eviction.
What did you think of Zach's speech before he left? Let's talk about that.
I loved it. I thought it was very kind of nice, that it was refreshing not to have relationships with people and not have phones and not have social media and actually have, you know, connections. And I like what he said to Alyssa, as far as, you know, I didn't want to have something negative. I wanted to go out with a positive note.
And then there was cheerleader Peely, like, ooh, give me a fly.
Ay, Dios mío, is that what you're talking about?
So now Arissa drops the bomb, double eviction. Yes. Nobody really looks surprised. Like I think at this point you kind of have to realize the season's winding down, and there's still a lot of us. Like there's a lot of us here. Like so we need to dwindle down these numbers. And they go out and they play the Web of Flies HOH. Just a puzzle. I mean, it had to be something quick.
Right.
And it's always something like that during a double. It's always something that's going to be done in 5 minutes, not
absolutely
hard, whatever. And Brittany pulls this off. Like she pulls out the win.
I told you
on the craziest weeks. Like it's just insane. Britt wins, and right away nominations, and she puts up Ashley and Peely. Now let's discuss Ashley Peely. Is this good move, bad move? Should
Great
it
move.
Godfrey Ashley should like.
Oh, I see what you mean. I probably would. I would have kept Peely one more week. She can't do anything.
Exactly.
So make you laugh and smile. And she had a great butt. Her and Godfrey had the best butts in those outfits. I probably would have done Godfrey because of the physical, the threat. If I was Brittany,
Exactly. So yeah, like Ashley Peely. I mean, I'm pretty sure Peely was supposed to be the pawn this week, but in pit stop to veto, Ashley wins again. Like she's pulling this out when she's on the block.
She's doing a city with an S. She's pulling it out.
She's building a resume, people. She is building a resume for finale night. So
absolutely.
And that's what you got to do. You got to pull out the wins. Like even Zach said in his thing, he's like, at this point in the game, you got to win it to stay in it. And I didn't win it, so here I am sitting here talking to you. And he's right. Now Ashley's winning when it counts. Like, and that's when you have to win. Like, why show all your cards week 2, 3, 4?
True.
And expel all your energy when you know when it gets to nitty gritty, and especially when you have people surrounding you,
right,
and hugging you like a diaper, that you don't need to win.
Like the diaper lines.
Yeah, you win when you need to, and you just kind of sit back and let everybody else kind of duke it out. And
so Ashley takes herself off the block, and Godfrey, of course, is the replacement because he's really the only one left.
Exactly, but then we go to jury.
This is yes.
We get a peek into jury, and Bruno comes in, and Bruno, like on the car ride, is like, I'm still playing this game. He's like, I may not tell them the truth. I might not tell them everything. Like, and Twitter was pissed at Bruno. Like, you have no idea. Like, he went in and he kind of told them like how he got there with the safety necklaces and all that bullshit. And then they were like, because Willow was like, yes, Sarah's still in the house. And he's like, you ain't going to be happy for long, lady. And she's like, oh, and then he tells her that Sarah voted her out. And I mean, we got a very little edited clip of him saying, Sarah voted you out. We didn't get context. We didn't get any explanation. We got, Sarah voted you out. Willow immediately crying.
Willow, okay. Yeah. First of all, I know that Willow said that day was probably the only day that she hadn't cried, right? Since she'd been in the jury house. Crazy. 2, that necklace with a tank top. A little too fancy. Number 2, crazy. Number 2, how she gets the news from Bruno.
Like, but it was like immediate tears, and like we didn't even see tears. So
it was lunge in your
which makes me think that this was stage set up, kind of fake for TV.
I hope so.
Because, like, I talked to her last Friday, and I have to say, Willow's interview has by far been the most popular interview we have done all season long.
Really?
The hits on YouTube on her video alone are more than all of them combined.
Really?
So, yeah.
I think I should know that.
And like every day when I check like our website stats and our YouTube stats, Willow's interview is on top of everything. And I mean, her interview's been out there for like a good 2 weeks, and she's still getting hits and hits and hits. And she was really good. Like, I mean, when she left the house, like I told you, I was like concerned for her mental stability because she was so devastated. And like, it was nice to talk to her, and like she was happy and she was feeling good. And from what I understand, she had already talked to Bruno beforehand, because I talked to her like Friday, like 1:30 in the afternoon. So I'm thinking she had either talked to Bruno that morning or Thursday evening.
And got herself together for our interview.
Exactly. And she had no hard feelings towards Sarah. Sarah is still her girl. She will always be her friend.
I know. I listened to the interview.
So, yeah. So I don't, like, that's what makes me think that this was all kind of like set up and staged, because
it looked a little fake. It looked a little.
She's perfectly okay with Sarah at this point in time. So I don't know. Like, it was really nice. Like, talking to Willow was really nice. Like, she's so genuinely happy.
Someone else has a crush on her as well.
No, but she's just so genuinely happy, like the experience and stuff like that. John, stop it. Not everything is about sex.
Turning all the girls.
But like, she just has a passion for the game, and like she just loved every minute, whether it was being in a ketchup outfit or being
also from Regina.
No, she's from Calgary. No, actually, no, she's from Halifax originally, living in Calgary right now.
Is that near Regina?
It's a different province. No.
Oh,
No, it's not near. It's not. Oh, you're killing me, honey. Okay. Breathe. Think of Toronto, something normal. Toronto, Seattle.
Because I can't stop thinking of Regina.
New York.
Yes.
All these natural, normal sounding city names. Bring it back. So yeah, I think the whole Willow Bruno thingy was all set up just for effect, and that's my thing. But then we get to the vote.
We get to the vote. Sarah votes. Do you think Sarah should have voted for Godfrey?
No, I don't, because
get him out of the house.
Listen, Sarah votes Godfrey.
You listen.
Look at me. Sarah votes Godfrey. Sarah votes Peely. Ashley votes Godfrey. Brittany has to break the tie. Brittany saves Godfrey. Now, I do understand the reasoning, because you can't have a diaper alliance in the final 2. There's too many of them in the jury to ever win.
Oh, that's true. That's a very good point, Dana. I never thought of it like that.
Peely or Ashley make it to the final 2. There's too many. Like, I mean, you got Kevin, you've got Jordan, who was a diaper alliance. He was the first diaper alliance to go. You got Zach. You've got Peely now. Like, she can't make, like, there's just too much in there. Like, everyone says, oh yeah, I'll vote like based on game, but and especially now with Ashley building a resume, like two vetoes when she's on the block, and HOH and a luxury competition win, like she can't, like she just can't.
So Peely's evicted. She's not even crying.
No, she's happier than a pig in shit to be walking out of that house. All she wants to do is change, and for God's sake, I don't blame the girl. My God, what the hell did they put them in for that goddamn veto option? Like, that girl walked out pulling clothes out of her crotch. Like, the poor kid. Like, that's not how you want to leave the Big Brother house. That ain't pretty.
I mean, and then she was very happy with Alyssa.
She's so cute, though. Like, how can you not love that face? Like, I just want to take her and, like, I love her. She's so cute.
They're like, oh my God, she's so positive. I don't know if they're mistaken kind of dumb for positive, but
I don't think she's stupid. Like, I mean, I think she kind of. No, honestly, John.
I'm sweet and I'm sick.
Do I think she's the best strategist in the world?
I bet you if it was the Big Brother logo, she'd have to give up. Yeah. I don't like to quit, Big Brother. Big Brother, I quit.
We need to vote out Zach got. I don't know. Who do you want me to vote out?
I got your back. Big Brother, I quit. Oh my gosh.
Poor Peely.
Yeah, poor thing.
She's not a Big Brother game player. Like, that's just not her thing. I'm sure.
Not much of anything.
I'm sure in the real world the girl is smart. And you also have to understand she is like translating words in her head to talk. Like,
yeah.
So
right.
Like
that's not how translating words.
Am I going to hell, John?
Yes.
Are you going to be right next to me when I go there?
I'll save you a seat. Oh my gosh. Between that and Regina, I'm dying.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay. So Peely's voted out. There's 4 left.
4 left. We got Sarah, Britt, Godfrey, and Ashley.
Who is your pick to win?
Oh, God. I want to say Sarah. I really think
a lot of people are saying Sarah.
Sarah or Brittany. Sarah or Brittany. Those two. I think if they sit in the final 2 together, it's anybody's game.
Oh, I think so too.
I really do. And can I just tell you, Brittany was my preseason vote to win this, people.
I was sitting right next to you, yes.
3 or 4 of them got decimated in that triple eviction, but Brittany's still holding on.
She's good. She's really good.
Good. So let's get into spoilers now. Ding, ding,
Okay.
ding. Take the headsets out if you don't want to hear who's won HOH. I don't know what I think it was kind of a quizzy competition, but Sarah has won HOH again.
Really? Oh my gosh. So who is she going to nominate?
She has nominations happened, I think, yesterday or this morning.
Godfrey
Ashley and Godfrey. So POV will take place probably today, or it's got to be today, because tomorrow is nominations.
National Regina Day. It's a holiday.
It is. It's a holiday. No. Tomorrow, Monday is an eviction.
Is there a flag? I want to see the flag.
Of Regina. What are you doing?
I'm losing my mind.
Okay, you compose yourself. I'll find the Regina flag.
All right. So yeah, so they're gonna have the POV, of course, and you know,
because Monday is an eviction. It's a fast forward. It's a fast forward week.
Godfrey's throwing the challenges karma is going to backfire. I mean, Ashley's on a roll.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's oh, that's an ugly flag.
Is it in the shape of the?
No.
Well, at least there's a crown. Was it a piercing? So let's talk about. So let's talk about our coverage next week. We are in Toronto, all of us, for the first time in person.
Excited to see you.
So excited.
It's like happy early birthday to both of us.
Oh my gosh, totally. So we're going to be at the finale, sitting in the audience.
Yes.
We are going to, have, a brief moment with the last 3 house guests. And then Thursday, we will be doing the interviews. And I believe we're live streaming them, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll see.
We'll see.
Promises. No promises. But you can get all our updates on our website.
Exactly. Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to go to the Brick and have some fun in the Brick. And just,
I'm writing scenarios of us.
We're just going to have a great, 3 days where all 3 of us just hang out and have a blast and
so much fun.
Throw in some Big Brother Canada and watch all of our Twitters. Go at Comedy Jonah, at Goodyear1975, and at Reality Recaps, and watch all of our fun. Because I'm sure we will be picture horrors. Just
absolutely. And we're going to be interviewing all the house guests. So what are some questions you have?
Yes.
Tweet any of us or all of us, or just use the hashtag YRRLive and let us know what questions you want us to ask.
You know what they want, because they want to hear what you have to say. We want to ask the questions that you want answers to. So when we interview them and we say we have a fan question, they are so happy to answer those questions. They love knowing that you're supporting them. Remember, these people have been locked up for so long, and they have no idea how they're being perceived. Do they hate, so they love knowing that there's fans out there that want answers to questions, and I love them. So,
and when I'm interviewing Kevin, I'm going to have you ordained so we could just get married right there.
Oh my God! But did you listen? Did you listen to my interview with Bobby? Bobby made my life. I'm gonna have drinks with Bobby in that body.
Drinks in his body? What kind
I'll drink off his body. I ain't proud.
Mother! Oh my God! I will join you. I will buy
the shots. Body?
Yes, I will buy the shots.
Yes,
we'll each do one. A salty, buttery nipple or something.
Oh.
La.
Can I have a blowjob?
I don't know, can you?
Or sex on the beach.
Are you more of a woman than we thought?
Oh my God. Wow, oh my gosh, this show just went down the shitter.
Totally. Sorry, lunchtime. At least on the Pacific Northwest. Anything else? Final thoughts?
I don't know. It's just
been
such a good season. I don't know.
It's a great season.
It's been a great season.
So much for inviting me to do a show with you and cover this, because you have instilled my faith back in Big Brother. So I really enjoyed it.
And you know what's really instilled our faith in Big Brother, I think, is this cast. Come on. The first 4 that have been evicted have been so nice and so gracious and letting us talk to them. And Bonnie, Greg, and Neha, they were amazing. They wanted to do the show. They love talking to you guys. Yeah, it's been great. Not like Leo's last season's Big Brother, where it's unless you pay me $50.
Step it up, America.
Yeah, so it's been great talking to these people, and I hope that the ones that we haven't been able to talk to kind of continue what these guys have started. These first 4 out have really kind of set the way for what these other ones have to do. And
I absolutely agree.
So yeah, it's been great, and I'm so sad this is our last recap, but maybe postseason we can get together and talk to some people. And
absolutely, and let us know who you want us to talk to.
Yeah, who do you want us to talk to? I'm sure they want us to talk to everybody, so I'm busy. Yeah, that's the end of our recap. So go to yourrealityrecaps.com/BBCAN for our details on our finale coverage, our blogs, our exit interviews, all of our recaps. And you can follow me on Twitter at dgoodyear1975. And
I'll be building my Big Brother puzzle here, like Beely. But you can also follow me at Comedy Jonah. It was funnier in my head. I'm sorry.
Oh no, John, you. So we will sign off for the last time.
Bye,
everybody.
Regina.